Talking about discovering your niche, how to find it, what's big enough, what's too big, where do we start, how do we get this thing going? If you join me for the first time, my name's Brad Hogan. I'm a business guy here in Central Florida. This is season 4, episode 2, and just talking about where to really find that sweet spot, what a niche even looks like. What is it? Well, a niche is a niche, something that we dig down and find out what we really do. Let me give you an example. Do I talk to roofing sales guys or do I talk to business people? Is it all the same? A niche would be the sales guy. Or should it be everybody that's in business? Where's the niche? Well, if we're picking a niche, let's talk to sales guys. Oh, well, that's not really what I do. Let's talk to the production guys, how to build a roof. Oh, that's not it. Let's talk about how we run the back end of the business. All of those could be niches, figuring out where you're at. What's big enough and where do we start? If you watch Shark Tank, Mark Cuban's always saying it. You know, that business looks nice. It's good for your local community, but it's not big enough for me to invest in. What's he talking about? Those people are really niched down. They are very, very specific about what they do. And the money is in the niche. Once you've established yourself in a niche, you can expand. That right there is the secret. Too many people start too broad. They're trying to capture everybody in the world. They look at the numbers, go, oh my gosh, there's millions of people out there. They're potential prospects. Let's go after this. It's kind of like, let's be in the home service business. Okay, what do? Are you building a house? Are you doing lots? Are you putting on a roof? Are you a framer? Are you a plumber? Are you an electrician? Let's do it all. It's kind of broad and it can be too broad. What specifically do you do? Whatever your niche is, whatever you're really good at, that's where you start. I think another problem is, or another area where we make a mistake is, we think we need 1,000 followers or customers or potential people, their email to be in a funnel system where they're going to buy something. You don't need all that. You don't need 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people. You just need those people that are specifically looking for what you do. That's who you need. You don't need followers. You need clients. And you're advertising. What if I advertised, home services? Well, people look at it and go, what's that mean? Rather than being a guy that does garage doors. And within garage doors, there's several things I could do. Maybe I build garage doors. Maybe I replace garage doors. Maybe I only do new construction garage doors. Maybe I do garage door openers. Maybe I do the mechanicals, fix the springs. And maybe I do several things. So 3 basic categories. Let's provide something new. Let's do repairs. And then let's do maintenance. But my niche is garage doors. That's what I'm going to do. So think about your business, whatever business you're in. What could be your niche? And it could be a category. I'm going to call garage doors a subset within home services. It could be within a category. Let's do, like I said, new sales, maintenance, and repairs. Those things, but it's very niche. I'm not doing electricity and plumbing and all those things. Once you have that one specific niche and you've got a solid foundation, then you expand. So maybe I expand into, let's take a garage door business, maybe I expand into doors. Maybe I do all residential doors, front doors, rear doors. I can expand my business into other areas once I've got that niche down, whatever is natural. In the roofing business, we'll see roofers expand into windows, maybe doors, insulation. If they're really big, maybe they go inside the house, provide flooring. That's starting to become a larger corporation. It's outside the realm of just roofing. Siding is another one, etc. But first of all, you've got to get that foundation down and know who you are. And you may start out as a roofing company and expand into a contracting company or a construction company. And what does that mean? You've got to identify what that is. A common question could be, what constitutes a big enough market for my niche? And man, that is just a loaded question, but it's very, very important. And what's going to constitute that is your profitability. We know this. As we scale, as our company gets bigger, typically our margins shrink. So we've got to have a large enough market for us to be profitable. And profitability is up to each and every one of us, depending on what you want your business to look like. And that is a conscious choice. I want to encourage you to do something. More, bigger. There's nothing wrong with you. That's human nature. I want to have $100 million business. I want to, whatever it is, I want to have $1 million business. And what I know in my specific niche, in my field, I've got several friends in the roofing industry. Current day, with inflation, they were at 5 million. Current day, they're at like 7 million. Extremely profitable. They run 20% margins. A lot of these guys do not have education beyond high school, but they're very good at what they do. They're professionals, super small, run it out of their home, out of their garage. Maybe their wife is taking care of material orders, and 20% margin. Do the math. They make over $1 million, $1.4 million maybe for the year. That's the kind of money they're making. They've got a great job. Maybe they've got a number 2 guy or one assistant that kind of helps, just really small. Today, consulting, long-term consult with a company, same business, and it's a $100 million company. But as this thing is scaled, margins are tighter. And it is true. I mean, how would you like to have 15% of a $100 million company? Yes, the revenue's there at the end of the day. And both of those companies, the guy at 7 million, the guy at 100 million, same market, same niche. So what changed within the niche? Because they're both roofing. Well, the first guy is strictly shingles. If someone calls him and asks about tile, he refers it to a friend, another company. If they ask him about metal, he refers it to a friend, another company. If they call him and ask him about commercial, TPO flat roof, refers it to another company. The second guy that's at 100 million, he does tile, he does metal, he does commercial. So while they're both in roofing, and they may call roofing a niche, when compared to home services, it's expanded a little bit. And most guys in roofing, start in the shingle world. And the second guy, he started in shingles, and they expanded a little bit. It expanded to tile. It expanded to metal. It expanded to commercial, but still within the same realm. So you have got to find your place, start small, get a good base, get profitable, and what's going to happen is you're going to understand your business and your market. Pay attention, invest in yourself, get educated. And when I say start small, set your goals, become profitable before you go out there and kill the whole world. A common mistake that we've got to stay away from when we're building our market share, our market segment, and talking about niches, I see a lot of companies go out of business when they get over their head early. Over their head meaning They're out of their realm. They're doing something that they don't know about. They're not experienced. And what happens, again, it's human nature. I will see a shingle roofer, a shingle roofing company that's out here, they're 5 million, 7 million, 10 million, and along comes a big commercial job, and they really don't know about it. They're inexperienced. So they take on the job because it's all this money. It's a $5 million job, and they're going to make 20%. Well, they quickly find that they've underbid this thing, and they're upside down 20%. Oh my gosh, what does that do to you? We're going to lose $1 million? It could, and I've seen it happen where it just wipes out a company to where it bankrupts them or just financially hurts them where they can't recover. Be careful about those things. Know what you're doing. When I get those calls from the roofer that says, hey, I primarily do shingle, but I've got this commercial job. It's a big opportunity for me. I really want to take advantage of it. What should I do? My suggestion, just like in business, I say get around the people that have done it. Get around the people that are where you want to go. Same thing. Get a hold of the guy that does this every day. He does the commercial stuff that you don't know about, and you can do one of two things. You can either pay that guy to show you what to do, let him lead the charge, or you can get with that guy and let him really take over that job and either have it, or you can kind of ride along with them. Meaning, hey, I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna get my number one, my number two guy that we're gonna be on site every day and learn how this is done. And it may take 3 or 4 or 5 jobs before we think we have a good grasp on what's going on. We know all the costs, the things to watch out for. Don't get me wrong. That's not going to replace 10, 20, or 30 years of experience. You could still run into stuff. But we're trying to figure out all the blind spots so we're not going to go bankrupt. We're not going to lose our shirt on one of these jobs. But again, it's just getting around those people that are experienced within that niche so we can expand our niche and expand our knowledge and our learning. It's so exciting to talk about this stuff. It's so exciting to see people grow and expand. Start small, get profitable, and grow from there. Love you guys. See you in the next one.